Hey guys, it's Jade and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today's video is going to be my top 10 Netflix show recommendations for you guys to binge this quarantine. Now obviously, I promote productivity and doing things and not laying around and watching TV all the time, but obviously, I ain't gonna lie, I have been binging a lot of shows this quarantine, and so I thought I would share with you guys my personal favorites and some recommendations for you guys if you're looking for a new show to binge. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below, as well as give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like me to make another video like this, where I show my top 10 Netflix movie recommendations, or maybe my top 10 just shows to watch in general, off of like any platform like Amazon Prime or just on TV, you know, like not like on cable. Oh my goodness, cable. That's gonna be it for this intro, and let's hop right on into the video. So my first recommendation for you guys, no surprise here, is Outer Banks. If you guys haven't seen, I actually created a whole video where I did an Outer Banks transformation where I turned into the two girls from Outer Banks, Kiara and Sarah. So I'll have that linked in the cards up above if you guys want to watch that. But Outer Banks, if you guys haven't watched it, which I would be surprised if you haven't at this point, but it's about these like 4 friends that live in the Outer Banks, which is kind of like an island off of, I think it's in North Carolina, but they filmed it in South Carolina. I'm not honestly sure, and it's like a mystery-ish show, teen live show. I really love like those teen high school type shows that are kind of realistic and kind of relatable to me, but then also have that element of mystery or have that element of like scariness or whatever. But I don't want to give too much away, but pretty much this one guy, John B's dad, dies, and they're kind of going on this big treasure hunt in order to find this gold, and then there's these plot twists, and it's really interesting, long story short. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna come out and say it right now. The cast is really attractive. Like, I'm not just talking like one cute guy, like all of them. All of them are really attractive, and so, you know what? I thought I'd just be honest with you guys. That is a main reason, or one of, not the main reason, but honestly a reason that I really enjoy that show. And so if you're looking for a show to watch some hot people in really attractive beachy outfits, Outer Banks is for you. My second recommendation for you guys is, no surprise, Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy is a show that I have watched for years, and I have rewatched so many times and never gets old. So if you've never watched Grey's Anatomy, which I would be surprised if you hadn't, you should definitely check it out. But if you have watched it already, rewatch it. It's definitely a show that is super good to kind of put on in the background as you do other things if you're rewatching it. But if you haven't watched it, it's definitely captivating, and you're just gonna want to sit and watch it for like hours. So pretty much, if you guys don't know the plot of Grey's Anatomy, it's pretty much, it starts off, there's like 16 seasons now, so obviously a lot happens, but it's a medical drama show where there is a group of interns that come in and they're all friends, and it's kind of showing you through their life as a surgical intern, and it kind of focuses on this one girl, Meredith Grey, and her different, you know, life. People die, people live, there's the law. I don't want to give anything away. That's hard when I'm giving these summaries of shows, but pretty much it's a medical drama show circling this girl Meredith Grey and her life and everything that's happened in her life, and it's very interesting, and I think they do a really good job with it. My third recommendation is actually a Grey's Anatomy spin-off. It is called Private Practice. So pretty much this is a Grey's Anatomy spin-off circling around a character from Grey's Anatomy called Addison Montgomery. She is a character that you hate at first in Grey's Anatomy, but then you grow to love her and you actually kind of feel bad for her, but I really like her, and I like her personality, and so they did this whole medical drama spin-off show, but it's kind of, instead of circling like a big surgical hospital like Grey's Anatomy, it's kind of more of a private practice type of hospital. My fourth recommendation is one that I just finished, and I'm so sad that I finished, and I can't wait for season 3, but All American. This is again one of those teen, high school kind of shows. It circles this guy, Spencer James, who grew up in a not good part. He grew up in Crenshaw, so it's a not good part of Los Angeles, and anyways, he gets recruited to come play football because he's like this big football star guy at Beverly High School, and there's just like a lot of family drama and high school drama and football drama, and like it circles around some gang violence and different stuff like that, and he's trying to find his father and figure out who his father is, and then there's all these other plot holes. Anyways, long story short, I don't want to give any of it away, but it's super, super good. My fifth recommendation for you guys is Riverdale. Now, Riverdale gets a lot of hate because sometimes it does have some pretty cheesy lines in there occasionally, I'm not gonna lie, and The memes are pretty hilarious about Riverdale, but honestly, through all 4 seasons, I have enjoyed watching it. Riverdale is a mystery show that kind of originated from the Archie comics. So it's the Archie comics characters, Jughead, Archie, Betty, Veronica, but definitely takes a huge turn from the comics. It's kind of like a mystery show that revolves around this town called Riverdale and all of their family and all of their friends, and there's just always different like murder mysteries. Each season is kind of a different type of murder mystery. It can get pretty intense and honestly does get pretty scary, at least to me. I don't know, I'm kind of a baby, but it's definitely a show that I don't really watch at night because it kind of freaks me out. Number 6 is Tiger King. So Tiger King, obviously guys, if you haven't watched it yet or haven't heard of it, I would be really surprised, but it is kind of a documentary series about this guy, Joe Exotic, that had this huge like tiger zoo type of thing, and his battle with this lady who's like, I'll save the tigers, Carol Baskin, who killed her husband. But anyways, Joe Exotic is just this character of a guy, and he has a very interesting life, and it's all about his battle with this other girl, Carol Baskin, and like there's all these rumors that he sent someone to kill Carol, and it's just really interesting, and I think it's a show that definitely captivated me. The episodes are long, and there's only 10 episodes, I think, so it's obviously like a shorter documentary series, but it's definitely a show that I feel like is kind of fun to watch in the background a little bit. Like I love having shows like that I can like be drawing or doodling, or even just if I'm really tired at night but want to have something to watch to make me go to sleep. Tiger King is definitely a show like that for me because it wasn't so like bam, 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 action-packed that it makes you like have to sit there and watch it. You can do other things. Number 7 may sound a little bit random and may sound a little bit outdated since I am now an 18-year-old about to go to college, but a show that I have loved since I was like in middle school, elementary school age is H2O. So H2O, if you guys haven't watched it already, is actually a mermaid show, and it circles around these 3 girls that get magical mermaid power, and their friend Lewis, we love Lewis, and some other people on the show, obviously our characters as well, but it's honestly just a good show. I can't tell you how many times I've rewatched H2O. Like, it's just lighthearted and nice, and sometimes I don't want to watch a show where people are dying all the time or getting shot or like stalker shows or whatever, so it's nice to have a nice lighthearted show like H2O to watch. Number 8 is Gilmore Girls. Now I think I need to preface this that I love Gilmore Girls and I've watched it all the way through, but it gets bad, like bad in the later seasons, so honestly you might only want to watch the first couple seasons and then just veto the whole rest. I think there's some interesting things and there are some good characters that come in the later seasons, but it's just hard because the main character girl, Rory, just like, she kind of sucks, and the ending is really bad, and it's just so, I don't know, like you just have such high expectations of it in the beginning and then it just kind of fails. But the first couple seasons are super good. I was very into that show for a very long time and love watching it. I actually just started last night rewatching from the very beginning, and I think I'm gonna just watch the first season through because I just love the beginning. It's so like innocent and nice. But anyways, if you guys have never heard of it, it surrounds this girl, Rory, and her mom, Lorelai. So Lorelai had Rory when she was 16, and it's just them two, and it's just this really fun, playful mother-daughter relationship, and then she goes to this really fancy private school and has to start going to weekly dinners with her grandma, her grandma and Lorelai don't get along, and they live in this really cute town, and she's really awesome. And at the beginning of the show, why I like the show so much is Rory is just a very relatable, good character. She was kind of awkward and she focused on schoolwork a lot, but she was super cute and nice to everybody, and just, I don't know. I really liked her at the beginning, and then her kind of personality shifted towards the end of the show, and so it wasn't as good. But still a recommendation that I would recommend watching for you guys if you've never watched it before. Number 9 is New Girl. Now, I gotta be honest, I have not finished New Girl. I have a problem with starting TV shows and getting like a season or 2 in and then stopping. It's really hard for me to want to watch a show that already has like a ton of seasons out right now, because I just really like to kind of not get done with it, but like finish it to then be able to just watch one season at a time after that as they come out on Netflix. But anyways, I have not finished it, but from what I've watched of New Girl, I absolutely love it. I think it's so funny. I think the characters are really fun, and they all just like have such a fun just personality. It's definitely a good, lighthearted, more comedic show to watch. It's just there to have a good laugh or have a good time. Now number 10, I don't know if I really recommend this show, but I'm gonna mention it anyways. If you guys are like me and missing The Bachelor, Netflix actually created a Netflix original show called Love is Blind this year, and it is kind of one of those like reality dating shows. And I hate to admit that I love them, but I do. I freaking love reality dating shows, and I miss The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise so much. So I did watch Love is Blind all the way through, and it is pretty captivating when you're watching it, but it's one of those shows that like you get done with it and then you look back on the fact that you watched that whole show and you're like ashamed, because it's a pretty cringy show, but it's almost kind of fun. It's one of those shows that's almost kind of fun to laugh at how cringy it is at times, but it is interesting, and it's really fun to kind of make fun of the idea because they're getting like engaged and married within like a 2-week period, and it's just hilarious. But anyways, it's pretty much these people come to this area, or this place, area, that's kind of odd, and they talk to people, but through a wall, and so it's like, is Love is Blind, and so you get like a week or like 3 days or something, I can't remember how long it was, to talk to different people through walls. You never get to see them, just having face-to-face, or not face-to-face, just having communication, and then at the end, you can get, of those like 3 days, you can get proposed to. So you have to propose to someone, literally get engaged to them to get married after like less than a week's amount of time of talking to them. And some people even do it on like the 2nd or 3rd day, which is just hilarious to me. And then after you get engaged to them, you finally get to see what they look like. And it's not even that like, I feel like these, because some couples worked, obviously some couples didn't work, and that's kind of the experiment of this show, but it's not even, I feel like, that the couples didn't work out because they saw what each other looked like. I literally think it was because they got engaged to someone that they only had been talking to for like 4 days. Like, Alright you guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you for letting me ramble on for what feels like forever. I don't know how long this video is, but I talked for a long time about my top 10 favorite Netflix shows. I hope that this gave you guys some good recommendations to start binging this quarantine. If you have any other recommendations for me, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And I definitely have so many more show recommendations for you guys. So if you want a part 2 to this video, or you want to see a Netflix movie recommendations, or just a general and TV show recommendation list, I don't know, let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at jade_binward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Missing someone.